Hey, guys. My name is Paula Sun, but you can call me the Change Navigator. I mean, that's why you clicked on the podcast because of the name, right? All right, cool. Let me first of all say welcome to my new listeners and welcome back to the Faithful Navigators. We are here in season 2 and we are doing some amazing things. I decided to switch it up or do a little change, and I decided to incorporate other people into this podcast during this season. So, this season, I wanted to feature some ordinary people who are doing some extraordinary things. All right. So today we have a very special guest. I'm going to say her name. Her name is Yashika Antwan, but she is better known as Chef CoKo. Welcome, Chef CoKo.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Glad to be here.
Yes, indeed. So please give the people a little bit of background information about you.
Um, Hello. So, as you said, my name is Yashika Antwan. I go by Chef Coco Antoine. That's my chef name. I'm a Louisiana girl all day. I love to cook. I love to play the bass, guitar, paint, and draw, and stuff like that. So, and I'm most definitely a goofy girl. So I love to laugh and have a good time. So that's a little bit about me.
It's a little bit about you. You sound like you're very artsy and creative. That's what it sounds like.
Pretty much.
Gotcha. And you can definitely be artsy and creative in the kitchen. So I can see how that all works together. All right. So tell the navigators a little bit about your professional career and how you got to the point where you are now.
So I started my culinary career back in Louisiana. I used to go to Delgado Community College, uh, pursuing a career in culinary. 8 years ago, I decided to move to Dallas to go to culinary school here.
Wait a
So
minute.
I've been,
Pause. You mean to tell me you were in school in Louisiana, but you decided to move to Texas? And we know that Louisiana has some of the best food there is. So, what?
most
Texas?
definitely. Yeah, weird,
Okay.
ain't it?
Yeah. Well, go ahead. I'm sorry. Keep going.
Yeah, I just moved here. It was time for a different scenery, so I just decided to move here, uh, and stuff. So yeah, so I've been in the game now, 8 years now. So here in Texas, so it's
Hmm.
been pretty cool.
All right. So, did culinary school teach you what you know, or did you learn some other kind of way?
Uh, no, it didn't teach me. I learned from my great grandmother, my grandmother, and my mother. So from those three, I've learned how to be creative, and we all have like seriously different cooking style, like literally. So I just took something from each one of them and kind of like created my own style and my own flair. I added my own spices, as I say to it. So I spiced it up a little bit.
Gotcha. So you have cooking in your DNA, like for real. It goes back 3 generations. And here you
Right.
are, Chef Coco. I'm sure they are very proud of you and what
Yeah.
you are doing with your own style of cooking. And that's pretty cool. So culinary school, I guess it taught you the professionalism and the business part of it, I guess, or
Yes, it taught me the basic,
the basic.
the
Okay.
basic. Yeah,
How to
that's
survive in this world.
yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
Gotcha. But what the soul of it and the everything else, you got it from family.
Family, yes, ma'am, all day.
I got you. That sounds good. So you recently did something, and this pandemic has caused a lot of us to kind of reevaluate our lives and look at some things and figure out how to do something else, right?
Right.
So during this pandemic, you launched a Facebook Live cooking show.
Yes.
So how did that come about?
Um, how did it come about? It came about, um, just it came about kind of like arguing with one of my friends because she was mad with me because I was TikToking all day and she was tired of seeing them. So she was like, look, you need to do something with yourself. You always talking about you're bored every day. So you need to do something. And she sent me, somebody else was doing a cooking thing with some kids and she sent it to me. And she was like, "See, you could be doing this. This could be you." She was like, "You at the house TikTok, and this could be you." And I was pissed off with her though. Like I was hot. I was like, I do not want to talk to this chick. I was mad with her. And but it kind of sparked something in me. It was like, well, yeah. So I kind of watched the stuff that the guy was doing. I was like, yo, I could do this.
Mm-hmm.
So I just decided to one Friday say, hey, let's give it a try. Let's see what happens. And I did it. And the first meal that I cooked on Facebook Live was fried catfish with a shrimp etouffee and some asparagus,
Oh
and
my
it was
gosh.
like totally amazing. I put the menu out there like 2 days before that, before Friday, and I literally had like six families that cooked with me. So it was amazing.
That just listening, fried catfish, shrimp, etouffee, and asparagus. I'm hungry now. Okay.
Okay,
So you,
okay,
like, that made me hungry now. But that is awesome. And it's great to have friends who will actually see something in you and push you to go
yeah,
after something,
yeah.
that you probably would not have even really put much effort into it
We're
had
not
not
probably
this.
still TikToking. Yeah, so
I love it.
yeah,
So we thank God for those kind of friends who make us mad enough to move, right?
yeah,
So,
yeah.
what else has this Facebook Live show yielded? Have you gotten any additional business because of doing your Facebook Live videos?
Yes, I have. I've gotten a lot of business. What I'm finding that I love the most now is being a private chef. Uh, like it's totally different than catering. It's just I'm in your house, I'm your private chef, and I'm just giving you all of me. And it is fun to see their reactions while they're eating it. So I've been having a lot of anniversaries, wedding anniversaries, because people
Mm-hmm.
can't really get out. They're
Mm-hmm.
not going to restaurants like talking about it. So I get a chance to go in and be creative with what I know to do and just cook for them. And it has been amazing. That and God has also opened up some doors because I'm getting ready to go to Pigeon Forge
All right.
next month. So I'm excited about that. I'll be there from the 12th to the 16th. I'll be cooking for this lady. She be turning 53, and she lives in North Carolina. So she
Okay.
saw my shows and was her and her friends they watched. So they wanting to experience Chef CoKo, and they already said we're gonna have some music up here so you can second line for us. So I'm ready. So it's gonna be amazing. Yeah.
I love it. So, Facebook Live has yielded you some additional business, but you said they're going to have some music. And if anybody listens to your Facebook Live show, they probably hear this.
Yes. Big girl. Yes.
So, you have a tag and it says the dancing chef or the second line chef. How did you get that name?
It came about from dancing in the kitchen all the time. Where I used to work at, my staff, they would see me dancing and I'm in there cooking, being creative. I have my second line music going because I am a second line freak. So I love the New Orleans music, the brass bands and all that. And I'm in the kitchen and I'm literally just dancing out to the music. And it's just something about that music that brings great joy to me while I'm cooking. So the music, the cooking, to me it creates magic in the kitchen for me. It's amazing. It's just I love it.
It's a whole vibe, huh?
It is.
It's a vibe.
It is. It
I,
most definitely
I
is.
know when I watch your show on Facebook Live, and I've actually had an opportunity a couple of times to be like in the studio kitchen
You're right, right,
with you while you were doing it. And it is just like so much fun. I mean, it's like the energy level is on up here and
right.
seeing you do your magic in the kitchen, it's amazing. And then to
Thank you.
top that, the food is delicious, guys. Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
you guys should really check her out and book her for your private events. Like she said, she likes to be a private chef, but she's not going to turn down catering events either, though.
Oh
So,
no, nah. No. No, most definitely. I'm still taking.
all right. So, is there a specific style of cooking that you're known for?
They create Cajun Creole cooking, which they are different, but I do a mixture of both.
Okay.
Um,
So
and
they're different. So tell us, how are they different? Cajun Creole.
one you have they both are like rich in flavor,
Mm-hmm.
but your Creole and your Cajun, one is more of your tomato base, and the other one has more of your roux flavors. So
Ah.
there's a difference. And then a lot of time they connect it with being spicy, not so much with spice, but some. But it's more of the richness of it, you know. But they both have one thing in common: the Holy Trinity, though. But they are different. They're
Wait
not
up.
the same.
Tell the listeners, what is the Holy Trinity?
The Holy Trinity is your celery, your bell peppers, and your onions, baby. If you don't have that, you ain't cooking.
That's right. The Holy Trinity, the celery,
Yes,
onions, and bell peppers. I love it.
yes,
Um, I know everything I cook has to have onions and bell pepper, celery, and garlic powder. I think I put
yes.
garlic powder in
Most definitely.
everything.
Have to add that one in.
Right.
Yeah, I have to add that one in sometimes.
So, what is your favorite meal to prepare?
My favorite meal to prepare is it's your gumbo. Like I love the gumbo, my red beans. It's just something about those two things though. It's
Hmm.
just it brings back straight up childhood memories. The
Hmm.
smell of it, it's just Louisiana with
Yeah.
some fried chicken. Those things I love to cook. And I'm more of a soup and sauce girl, so that plays in a lot with the French cuisine that I because I study French cuisine. So
Okay.
that comes from a lot of that. And yeah, I just love that. I love all of that.
Well, that is definitely perfect for this time of year because the temperatures
Yes.
have dropped and we just want some comfort food. So, some good
All day.
red beans and rice and definitely some gumbo. Look, when I was a kid, my dad used to cook red beans and rice every Saturday. That was just like
Every
the thing.
Saturday.
Yes, that was the thing to eat every Saturday, red beans and
Ours
rice.
was every Monday.
Okay.
Monday was the red bean day. And we ate on that till Wednesday.
I love
Yes.
it. I love it. So, so you have your favorite meals you like to prepare. Do you have any additional products that you offer?
I also sell barbecue sauce and barbecue rub.
Okay.
And then I also added on a spicy ranch seasoning and a mild ranch seasoning. Those two are great for like baked chickens, if you just
Okay.
baking your chicken, or if you fry up some chicken and you take it and you toss it on the chicken after it's over. Oh my God, it's
Oh,
amazing. It's amazing.
nice. Okay. I like it. So we got barbecue sauces and we got some ranch seasoning, spices. That sounds good. I'm still getting hungry as I continue to talk to
Okay,
you. Like
okay,
like for real. Oh my
okay.
gosh. So, what advice? Let's say I don't know how to cook, right?
Mhm.
I'm a young adult lady and I'm dating
Okay.
and I want to impress the guy that I'm dating.
Mhm.
What advice would you give me uh, to be successful in the kitchen?
Okay. So since you put it that way, even it's something about that Holy Trinity though. I mean, if you put those three things in a pan with some olive oil, whoever comes over it's gonna smell like you've been in the kitchen for days. Okay, it don't even matter. Like you could have been in there just 2 minutes. Put them in there. But what I would just say is a lot of time we get intimidated by cooking because sometimes we say we don't know how to cook and
Hmm.
which some people don't, but I mean if you learn few little basic tricks here and there like using the Holy Trinity will spice up anything with a
Hmm.
little butter, a little olive oil, and just make it your own. I always say that when you're cooking, if you just make it your own, just be creative, taste as you go, and as you taste, take your time though, especially if you're not used to cooking. Take your time and just be just you have recipes, you have so much going on YouTube. So sometimes it's crazy now to hear people say that they can't cook. It's so much out there. You just kind of have to slow down, take that time, and just figure it out,
Hmm.
and don't be afraid of it.
Okay.
Don't be afraid and just have fun with it. I like to say make love to it. You just make love to whatever you cook it. It's
Hmm.
just if you make love to it, show it some love. It'll show love back to you.
All
It
right.
will.
So, okay, I got that advice. So now, let's say I would like to ask you, what's the simplest meal that I could prepare, even though I don't know how to cook? What's the simplest meal you
Simplest
would
meal
suggest?
to
Yes.
the simplest meal that I would say is pan seared chicken breast. I think to me that's the easiest
Okay.
because kind of if you season up your chicken, Tony Satchers is my favorite, but if and with a little garlic powder, onion powder, lightly season it. Um, Throw your little oil or some butter in the bottom, sear it up real quick. And if you have some heavy whipping cream, just pour a little heavy whipping cream in there with like a cup of chicken stock. It'll thicken up and just taste as you go. And just add it. You
Uh,
can add in a little more salt, little season, whatever you want, a cayenne, however, taste it as you go. I promise you. And the smells will be amazing in there. You'll think you've been in there all day, and that literally will take you about 20 minutes.
ah. And what
Throw a little
side?
pasta.
What side? You say pasta?
I'll throw a little pasta with it, and some broccoli, steamed
Okay.
broccoli.
Okay. So
Can't
yeah,
go wrong with that.
you hear that, navigators? I mean, nice little quick, simple meal if you want to impress
Real quick.
somebody. Just pan sear you some chicken breast, add a little heavy whipping cream. Don't forget the Trinity, though. Start off
You
with the
got a little
Trinity.
holy trinity in there
Yeah. So that
and a little
sounds,
chicken stock.
yeah, chicken stock. That's right. I forgot that little part. Okay. Well, thank you,
Yes.
Chef Coco, for that
Yes.
quick little tip on how to make a quick little meal and impress somebody.
You're welcome.
And don't
You're
forget to
welcome.
taste as you go. Taste as you
Yes.
go. Take your
Taste as you go.
I love it. I love it. So as we get ready to wrap up, what is the message, the core of your being that you want to leave with the navigators?
Um, I would say trust the process.
Mhm.
Um, don't give up on your dreams. I know the Bible tells us to write the vision, make it plain, and sometimes it may seem as if the vision is not going the way you want it. It may seem as your dreams are taking forever, but just don't give up. Trust the process. Continue to work toward what it is that you're wanting, and don't give up. So I would just say trust the process, because in this process, I could say God has been revealing a lot of things about myself,
Mhm.
um, and it's amazing just to see me do certain things and just I'm in shock, like, yo, this you, and just to hear a lot of the response that are coming back from people, it's amazing. So if you just trust the process and don't give up, your story is gonna be awesome. So just keep doing your do.
I love it. Trust the process. Keep working. Don't give up. All right, navigators. That is some great advice for anybody as you're trying to navigate through any area in your life, whatever it is that wherever that passion is, wherever that focus is, that thing that you just love to do, trust the process. Don't stop. Put the work in, and remember, when it's your time, your name is going to be called. All right.
Yes,
So,
yes.
Coco, I want you to let the navigators know how they can find you on social media.
Okay, so you can find me on Facebook at Chef Coco Antwan's cooking page. You can find me there, on Instagram at Chef Coco. mm, Wrong. It's Chef underscore Coco underscore Antwan on Facebook. And if you want to email me, you can email me at chefcocoantwan@gmail.com. And you can reach me on those three platforms.
All right. And so she generally has her cooking show on
Fridays at
she
7 p.m.
our Central Standard Time. She generally has her cooking shows on Friday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on her Facebook page. So follow that Facebook page so you can see her in the kitchen, so you can learn how to cook. She's really taking her time and letting you all see what she actually puts in the food to make it taste really good. So thank you, Chef Coco, for your time. Thank you for sharing with the navigators and giving us a part of your story.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
All right. And navigators, until next time, don't stop, guys. Keep going.